All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers, Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So, this is what you call making or orchestrated famine and depop justifiable. All of these things that this devil is doing, as it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. So for the past year, a whole bunch of food been getting recalled, and it start to increase 2024. Really, like I say, like the last 6 months. Vegetables, meat, just everything getting recalled, drinks getting recalled. So it's like basically, if you haven't been sleeping under a rock, Billy G, bought up all the farmland in America. And also, the farmers is doing bad. Shit, to be honest, farmers is on his last leg. But over the years, Billy G been talking about insects and 3D printed meat. And I'm pretty sure we're probably eating that shit already, especially if you go out, to like restaurants and stuff like that. I seen an article a while back talking about like that's where the 3D printed meat is going to, be first given to. But anyway, so it said millions of pounds of meat are being recalled. Here's what to look for in your fridge. So as you see, lemon chicken, arugula salad, mini burritos, Caesar salad, that's just a picture, So anyway, it said public health authorities are urging Americans to check their fridge. So like, you already know they always use the tactic of fear. Matter of fact, I gotta get this. I wasn't even thinking about this scripture, but I think it's 23. Nope, 25. So it said, whatsoever is sold in the shambles. So back then, this is what you would call, the marketplace, which today will be known as the grocery stores. So whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, asking no questions for conscience sake, for the earth is Yahweh's and the fullness thereof. So us, right? The Lord prophesied in Ezekiel 4:13 that we will be eating our bread defiled among the Gentiles. The Lord is all knowing and all powerful. He understands that. So the shit that we've been eating, we should have been croak. We should have been fell over. Do not stress yourself out over this food. This is what happens when you sin against the Lord. Now we in hell. All right. But don't. That's why I wanted to read the scripture, man. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles that eat, asking no questions for conscience sake. So we know that the meat's defiled, the fruit's defiled, the drink's defiled, the vegetables defiled, but we still here, right? We still got some type of health, right? So we just got to eat this bullshit, Of course, you always try to eat the best of the worst, of course, because there ain't nothing good about this shit. But going back to the article. So it says public health authorities are urging Americans to check their fridge and freezers after recalling more than 11 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry items over possible listeria contamination. The Oklahoma-based company Bruce Pack, which sells pre-cooked, and I also seen something in Cincinnati, Ohio too. And it says pre-cooked proteins is recalling 11,000. Actually, I don't think that's 11,000. I think that's 11 million. 11,765,285 pounds of meat and poultry that it shipped to grocery stores restaurants, schools, and other institutions nationwide, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection. The FSIS said it detected listeria during routine testing of finished products containing Bruce Pack poultry, which a subsequent investigation confirmed as source. Just like Boar, it's another company that deals with like meat. I think it's called Boar or something. But anyways, that was recalled. So all of this shit is bad. Okay? All of this stuff is bad. So read this one, the last paragraph. The bacteria can cause a serious infection that is especially dangerous for people who are pregnant, over 65, or have weakened immune system, which is pretty much every damn body. All right? Because if you want to be technical, ain't really nobody healthy here. When you look at the ingredients, like just use the UK for an example. Over there in Europe and over in that regional in the world, you go look at a ketchup bottle, a mustard bottle, a candy bar, French fries. You're going to have 30 more ingredients that you cannot pronounce in America than those other countries. So America, this is the worst fit people on the planet Earth, and it's on purpose. All right. So anyway, it says, there have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions linked to the products they add. So the reason why I wanted to even talk about this is because the Lord talks about a famine, but I want to use a different perspective, because while this is going on and it never hit mainstream news, and then when they mention it, they'll speak on it for like 2 minutes and then jump to a next segment. So like I've been seeing this for a while now. I remember, I think it was a couple months ago, all the fruits and vegetables at Walmart was, getting recalled, apple juice and things like that. So yeah, they orchestrating the famine, and what's going to happen is one day, it's going to be breaking news, a pestilence, put it that way, a pestilence, is in the atmosphere, and all of this C-mate change and all of these bacteria infections, they're trying to do is transform the world into, I'm trying to use my words wisely. So we're going to use technocracy, because that's where everything leads to. But they need to get the people to beg for that solution. So if the food is contaminated, all right, which is an orchestrated famine, that's also going to justify depop, because what they could say, it's not enough food to feed the people. Now, in the scriptures, I think it's verse 3, because I want to get this word. And the land should be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh hath spoken this word. So when you get this word empty, I've done this plenty of times, is bakwak in the Hebrew. Now, as you see, it say to empty, lay waste, made void, to be emptied. What's going to be empty though? So now, they actually have depop in the definition. Where is it at? Maybe it's the next one. Nope, that's not it. I should have just used the other one. Yeah, they literally have depop in the maybe that's the wrong word. No, this can't be the wrong word. There we go. So yeah. So figuratively to depop. All right. So it's in the scriptures. That's where you get the scripture when the devil come down with great wrath, because he had but a short time. It's a lot of things going on right now. They already trying to get the military and the police, to band together for a TERROR attack. So there's a lot of things going on. They got bills signed already on that. You know, Trump, he keep on about to get assassinated. So they already getting the people geared for a TERROR attack. All right. And that could cause martial law, which is in the scriptures, you know. So all of this, you know, this listeria, this recall, all of this stuff, you could tie to the scriptures in some way, shape, or form. So verse 4, it said, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. What do languish mean? It means to be weak. You know, when people are really weak, when they hungry. You know, when people really act a fool, when they have no food. All right. So all of these things is going to happen. And why? Because the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. They don't allow things to grow naturally. They want to genetically modify everything. All right. Which strips its resources. Mineral, proteins, vitamins, things that we actually need out the food when you genetically modify it. All right. So this is why people are always sick. You can do some damn push-ups and get a blow. All right. You know, get a little blow real quick. And then an hour later, it's like your ass ain't even do nothing. You go lift some weights and stuff like that. It don't stay. You literally got to take supplements just to keep muscle, man. Like, so everybody through. But what is that? I think it's second address. Let me just, I know it's in here. I know I got it somewhere. There we go. So it said, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and men shall have no pity upon this neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and great tribulation. All right. Lack of bread. All right. All this recall meat, all this recall this and recall that. This is happening right under people's nose whose eyes is closed. And I wasn't trying to rhyme. Ooh, I love prophecy. What the hell is that smell? It smell burnt. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. You see how famine and great death go together? The beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague. See, listeria causing a famine. Tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges for an amendment. Well, I believe the next pandemic will be something to do with, seamate change. That's just me speaking as a man, though, because all of this weather manipulation and, matter of fact, I can't even really talk about that because I just seen an article, I think last week, about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden talking about, sea theories, about that type of stuff and how they're going to cut down and stuff like that. So you can't even, we already basically in the famine of the word. We in the beginning stages. So you better get it while the getting is good. So it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent for scourges for an amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Matter of fact, in Zephaniah 3 and 5, at the end of that scripture, it said, and the unjust knoweth no shame. So when the Lord do bring judgment, people don't, call it to mind of why this is happening, who is doing it, So when these things happen, all right, when the Lord do bring these things forth, people ain't even going to have it in their thought like, oh, the Lord is doing this. The Lord said he's going to punish the world for its evil, Isaiah 13 and 11. Now, this scripture right here, hear me out. Obviously, something is going to happen where food is going to become cheap. My theory is, my educated guess through the Spirit, is that, all this stuff that's getting recalled and all this fake shit that they trying to give us, these bugs, these 3D printed meat, I feel like that's going to be for the low. All right. But it's going to be some circumstances, some things you're going to have to do to get it. And we all know what I'm talking about, the MOTB. Because obviously things is high as hell. Inflation is kicking ass. So something is going to happen where prices is going to drop. And I really feel like the best solution for a price to drop is for something catastrophic to happen. All right. And Esau is going to have, a solution for you. So it said, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sore famine and great confusion. So something's going to happen in the midst where, people are going to be like, hey, we back. Burger King got that deal, for what you call it, 7 for $7. You know what I'm saying? You get a Whopper, 2 Whoppers, 2 large fries, 2 large drink, and a chicken nugget for $7. But anyway, the fast food meat is the worst of the worst. Who knows what the hell that shit is. But yeah, so I just wanted to report on that. Got to keep your eyes open. This devil, it's a lot of things going on right now. And I keep seeing this listeria outbreak out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even reporting on it, because the news that pop up that I be looking at, that I keep seeing that. And I know that it's going under the radar. So it said, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. These are the things that are coming. And except for those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for the elect, which I hope to be. All right. So yeah, I was all over the place, but it is what it is. That's what the Spirit do sometimes. But Lord willing, it was edifying. And yeah, man, look out. And the scripture that I started off with, don't be worried about that shit, man. The Lord got us. Shalom.